Welcome, everybody, to the Learn with Kelly series, sponsored by iSisters Technology Mentoring and powered by GotSmart's Assistive Technology Coaching. Do you struggle with getting your thoughts down on the page? Does your child perhaps struggle with writing? Today, we're going to look at Read and Write PDF tool and graphic organizers. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with what a graphic organizer is, it's an illustration of your thoughts on paper or a digitized paper. And it helps students with their brainstorming and organization of their ideas. It's typically done at the very beginning of the writing process so that students, before they start putting their thoughts down on the page in terms of sentences, they can scope out what they're thinking and collect the information that they currently have. So we use them all the time in the classroom, and it is really nice when you can find some that are in digital format because they're accessible, and then we're definitely making it more of an inclusive classroom activity. So these ones here are PDF. They're free. There's all sorts for writing. There's some for science. There is some for, let's see here, persuasive writing. There's some for collecting vocabulary words. There's one here I'm going to look at in particular because it's something we do quite frequently in the classroom. It's a Kwl chart. So if I click on this, it opens up and looks like this. So if I wanted to use this using my read and write tools, which is typically what I use for most students that I work with, I would save it to the Google Drive. I'm going to put it in my folder here. Once it's added to my Google Drive, then it will save any changes that I make to the document, and that is key. You don't want to lose any of your changes. From here, you'll notice that I have my Read and Write PDF toolbar. This toolbar is really, really powerful in the sense that if you have a child who has dyslexia, so visual processing issues, maybe some written output issues like dyscalculia, it allows them to interact with the page in a way that is going to support them with their learning. So for example, if I were to click on this button here, click to speak, Read and Write will read.
What I know, capital W. What I want
the
to
text
learn.
to me. So if I was struggling with reading, this would be a huge barrier potentially to me completing this assignment. But when I have this extra support available, it allows me to participate in the class activity. So now it's more of an inclusive environment, right? If I click on the dictionary and then click on a word, it'll actually present me with the definition.
Verb. Gain knowledge or understanding about
And
something.
As you can see, it will read the definition to me. So again, it's breaking down a barrier to learning. In addition, there's the picture dictionary, which allows you to see a visual representation of the word. Very important for when students are dealing with reading issues, because it allows the student to have the visual alongside the text. So great for recall purposes. Now, if I had a written output issue, which is often the case with many of the students I work with, what I love about this option here, the typewriter, is it allows you to click anywhere on the page and add text. So again, now a student who is struggling with reading or writing, they can input their information. So if our topic was a bear or bears, I could have that read back to me to make sure that
Bears.
I spelt the word
Bears.
properly. I could use word prediction if I wasn't unsure of how to spell the word bears.
Bears. Line color. Bears.
So it gives me the spelling of the word. If I can start to sound out the word, it'll give me the proper spelling. As well as if I wanted to make my topic, let's say brown bears, but I was unsure how to spell the word brown, I could use the talk and type, brown. And the computer would add the word brown to my topic line. And then I click the check mark and it inputs that proper spelling in. So it gives students a little bit of independence when they're doing their writing. And then on top of it, it also, this graphic organizer allows them to organize their thoughts. So it gives them some place to start, which is, I find, the most difficult thing for most students that have written output issues. They have great ideas, but they just don't know how to start and how to put those thoughts and ideas down on the page. So using the combination of a PDF graphic organizer and using, of course, Read and Write, combining the two, we're providing a student with written output issues great strategies to be able to participate and engage in the lesson. So I hope that's helpful. Just gives you a little bit of background and an idea how you can use these tools in a powerful way to engage students in the learning process so they're not frustrated and begin to turn out, which is the last thing you want to do. We really want these smart kids that have great ideas. We want to give them the opportunities and the tools to share these great ideas so that they can feel success in the classroom and they don't get frustrated and turned off of the learning process. So thank you for listening. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. I can be reached at kelly@gotsmarts.com. And please feel free to look at my website, www.gotsmarts.com, if you would like to learn more information about my services. Thank you very much.